everybody, welcome back. If you're new, my name is Chris. I just wanted to do a really quick rapid fire review of the newest line by Penhaligon's called Potions and Remedies, and I purchased the Discovery set and had a lot of fun going through all the fragrances. I tested them on paper and wore every single one of them twice. So I thought it would be fun just to do a quick overview, tell you what I thought, what my favorites were. You guys probably know which one of them is my very favorite fragrance. But there were some really nice ones, some surprises in here. There wasn't one that I didn't like at all. I actually liked them a lot or loved a few of them. So with that, I'm just gonna jump right in. And if you have tested this line, let me know what is your favorite below. And if you haven't, I highly recommend trying it out, particularly if you're one of those like me who love to go through fun Discovery sets. And with that, I'm just going to get started. I am gonna start with one. I'm just gonna pull. Holy cow, I really dug in here. I should have loosened them up first. I'm gonna start off with one that to me had an amazing opening. And this fragrance is the perfect example of why you not only have to test on paper, but on skin. You have to actually wear the perfume, because this fragrance was so different from the paper to actually what I experienced wearing it. This has the best opening. This has the most spectacular opening. And for about 5-10 minutes on paper, I thought it was going to be one of my favorite Osmanthus fragrances of all time. This is called Vra Vra Vroom. And it features the note of Osmanthus, but it also has leather in here. So, oh my gosh, the beginning is an Osmanthus for Osmanthus lovers. It's beautiful and fresh. It has such a yummy, delicious apricot-y vibe. And there's also orange or mandarin. It's just so perfectly fresh, juicy, and fruity. I absolutely loved the opening and I loved it on paper. However, I was a little bit disappointed when I wore it, because it just kind of did a 180 and went in a totally different direction. And the darker notes, the heavier notes, the leather really won out. This has some florals. This has other florals. So Osmanthus is a flower that's on a shrub. This smells like Osmanthus. There's a magnolia in here. I love magnolia. Magnolia is a beautiful white flower that has a lemony nuance. I love magnolia. I get a little bit of that in here, and it's very fresh. I love the citrusy freshness. However, that leather just was gangbusters on me. That leather really came out very, very strong, and not the good way. The leather on me just wore very animalic. It was a little bit dirty. So it was like a dirty leather, and it just kind of overpowered these beautiful, refreshing notes. And surprisingly, so that was kind of in the mid, and then in the deep dry down, it became very, very powdery. So I loved the opening, one of the best openings in all of the perfumes, in all of the offerings. It's just, if you like a leather, particularly an animalic leather, and you love Osmanthus and something powdery, you're gonna love Vra 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 Vroom. But on skin, on wear, the leather was just way too animalic for me. So it wasn't my favorite. So the next one is a Balm of Calm. And this one I actually liked a lot. This one was very, very good. This is a fresh, woody, aromatic fragrance with spices, some lovely cardamom, and some nice soft floral undertones. This has a really nice, strong, fresh cardamom in the opening. The aromatics in the opening are like sage, I want to say. This does have lavender in it, but the lavender is not super strong. It doesn't really come out on me until the dry down. I get these other fresh notes first. So a great spicy cardamom forward fragrance that has a little bit of geranium, so that a little bit of a green rose, sweet, a little bit of sage, and then in the dry down you get this really nice lavender note. It's soft. It's very soft. It's very calm. It's very calming. It's not a super soapy lavender. It is not a super in-your-face lavender. It is, I would say it's a beginner lavender. If you don't like lavender, this might be one of the fragrances that you might enjoy. So very unisex leaning. I enjoyed this a ton, and I would love to smell it on someone else. It just wasn't my favorite, and right now I will not be adding it to my fragrance collection, but I think this is a fabulous unisex offering from the line. The next one shocked me the most. The next one is a Kiss of Bliss. And I will say, for the most part, these Penhaligon fragrances from this line, they are not linear. They really kind of take you on a fragrance journey, this one included. So, another one, I adore the opening. This one, I was a little bit worried, has matcha in it, and matcha so many times can go bitter. Matcha and mate, they can go bitter. They can be a bitter tea, and more times than not, I don't like fragrances with matcha or mate in them. This has the most delicious opening. There's nothing bitter. This one actually at times almost goes into the gourmand direction. I get something very soft and vanillic in here. So it has a soft, almost like a vanilla scone, dry, dusty, a little bit buttery. The matcha is not bitter at all. There are some florals in here. I get like powdery florals, and then as it starts to dry down, that beautiful gourmand, little bit of vanillic sweetness that I'm getting, I don't even think there's vanilla in the notes, fades a little bit and becomes greener. It comes a little bit more fresh, a little bit more soapy, turns into this nice, soft, powdery, soapy fragrance. That's probably where the florals are coming in. Okay, sorry, I had to do a quick battery change. So this fragrance, again, is actually kind of very fun. It takes me on a ride. It's not linear at all. It starts off like it wants to be a gourmand, like a sweet, like a nice, creamy, milky matcha tea with a vanilla scone side. And then it goes into the floral zone. It becomes floral, musky, a little bit more soapy, slightly more green. And it has oak moss in it. So some fresh mossy earthiness to it. I really, really, really like this perfume. I'm on the fence whether I'm going to get a full bottle. This is going to be a thinker, but a really, really interesting fragrance. I'm so tempted to get a full bottle. And if I didn't say it already, I think this also has the note of clover. I have a couple of fragrances with the note of clover. I really, really enjoy it. And I'm on the fence whether I want to upsize to a full bottle, but a super unique, fun, interesting fragrance that will take you on a really lovely olfactory journey. Okay, so we have two more. I'm leaving the best for last. So the next one is called Liquid Love. This one is for my rose lovers out there. This one is a good one. I really, really enjoy this. Now, the only reason why I won't be getting a full bottle, because it reminds me of a fragrance that I used to have and a fragrance that I currently have, but with a little bit of tweaks. So this is a rose perfume. So this is a zesty, zingy, fresh, green, happy rose that has pepper. Yeah, it either has chili pepper or Szechuan pepper. Maybe it's chili pepper. I have a lot of perfumes that I'm wearing I have a lot of perfumes that I'm really enjoying that have the note of pepper, like a vegetal pepper. Yeah, this is a chili pepper. So it reminds me of, and I should have brought it down, Penhaligon's, I think it's called the Duchess Rose. And if you took that one and you combined it with parts of Delina and Stella by Stella McCartney. That one was one of the best tea rose fragrances of all time. If you took parts of those three fragrances and combined them, you would come up with Liquid Love. So a really fun, fresh, youthful rose, very fresh, dewy, youthful rose that has this very fun, zesty note of a chili pepper. I will say that zestiness, that zingy chili pepper doesn't last forever. It lasts about a half an hour, and then as this fade, it becomes more of a concentrated, really pretty rose perfume musk. So that's a rosy musk. So again, if I didn't have those perfumes, I would be very tempted to get this because I enjoy this. It is moderate wearing. It's very classy. It's classy and fun, and I think has a nice youthful whim to it. And I think lots of you will enjoy it if you enjoy that fresh green rose with a little bit of twist and you don't own the other perfumes that I've talked about. This one is a great one. I'm saving the best for last. One of my current favorite fragrances right now. If you were to ask me to pull 10 perfumes out of my collection, if you were to say, Chris, you can only keep 10 perfumes right now. Grab 10, go. This next one, I guarantee, would be in that list. It would be one of the first ones I'd be grabbing. This one is just, in many ways, me in a bottle. I adore it. And I love these bottles. They're so cute. This one is Eau The Audacity. I've talked about it in I've talked about it in many different videos. This is for those of you who love Baby Cat and can't get a hold of Baby Cat. I'm telling you, this is as close as you're going to get to Baby Cat. You know what? The more I wear it, I'm starting to think I might like this more. It's very, very close to Baby Cat. It is the same nose as Dominique Ropion. I've said that before. Baby Cat has more of an ambery sweetness, particularly in the beginning. The amberiness comes out. This one, I think, really has more of an incense. The incense wears more heavily on me, so the more I wear it, gosh, the more I love it. And the incense really comes out, particularly in the beginning. So again, if I wasn't such a nut about vanilla and incense and spices, I would not have both of them. But because it is basically my very favorite scent profile at the moment, incensey, vanilla, spicy, woody perfumes, I have both Baby Cat and this one. But this one is just phenomenal. And since Baby Cat may or may not be discontinued, it is impossible. Listen, for all of the people out there who told me they were thinking about buying a bottle of Baby Cat on Etsy or eBay for something ridiculous like $300, $400, $500, don't even think about it. You can buy this straight off the Penhaligon's website and they ship anywhere for free, as long as I think you just have to spend $100 or $120. It's a no-brainer. If you have been sad about not getting Baby Cat, don't be sad. This is all you need, particularly if you enjoy the note of incense. I love it. So that's my super quick, this is going to be one of the shortest videos I've ever done. My really quick take on this gorgeous set, Potions and Remedies by Penhaligon's. I had a lot of fun going through the set, and I think that there is almost something for everyone in here. There might be something for everybody. There's nothing that's redundant. A lot of these perfumes will take you on a ride. There's nothing linear in here, and I think they're all quite lovely. Fabulous job, Penhaligon's. I'm very, very impressed. I hope you enjoyed your short time with me here today. Let me know in the comments section if you've tried this, if you're planning on trying it. If you've tried it, which ones do you like the best? Or you just weren't impressed with anyone. I'd love to hear about all of that and more in the comments section. And with that, I'll see you on the next one.